Hey guys, so it's a gorgeous Thursday and it's about 8:30 in the morning and I have to go babysit soon, and so I figured I would make a video to kind of talk to you guys a little bit about what's been going on lately, and to really remind you guys how important it is to talk to the universe. And not only just talk to them, or it, the universe, the God and Goddess, but to really put your heart and soul into what you're talking about, and to really talk to them like you're your best friend. And I have found, especially lately, that just opening up and talking to them about what it is that you're looking for and what it is that you want, and being true to yourself and thanking them for everything that you have works far better than spell work in some instances, because for me personally, if I'm going to do a spell, it's really hard to muster up the emotions that I need behind it in order for it to work. Whereas if I'm talking to the universe like I'm talking to a best friend, it changes that. It really makes my emotions come out and shine, and the passion behind what I'm looking for come out. And so last Friday let's start a little bit further back. Tomorrow I graduate from the surgical technologist program, which is a huge feat for me, because I didn't think I'd ever find anything that I wanted to do career-wise. I figured I'd just be a student forever. And second of all, when I first started the program, I was like, this is really hard. I don't know if I'm ever going to get it. And I really did. And I love it, and I'm so excited about it. So once everything got put in and the grades were fine and I knew I was graduating, the next problem was finding a job. Now, I've been working at the hospital here in town for a year and a half, and I just kind of lightly assumed that I would have a position there. Everybody loved me. Doctors would go and request that I stay. I mean, I'm not bragging myself up, but it's true, and I'm very proud of that. I worked my ass off to get those kind of compliments, to be where I am. So when I found out that they weren't hiring, that they were actually over budget, and they were even sending people home that were full-time, I was crushed. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I live in a small town. Bigger towns with hospitals are few and far between up here. So, I started applying to other places, and, I applied to one other place, because there was one other place that was hiring. And they turned me down, being a new grad. And so, I was crushed. And I kept trying to tell myself everything happens for a reason. And so, the few weeks leading up to now, back when I started my Everyday Witch Routine video, I started talking to the universe, and to the God and Goddess, and to my matron goddess Aphrodite every single morning on my drive to work, as I was sending distance Reiki out to my day. And I would tell them, I apologize for the siren, I would tell them, this is what I'm looking for. And I was very specific. I'm looking for a job, more specifically a surgical technologist job at this hospital once I graduate. This is what I want. And I told them every day, and I always prefaced it with, if it be the universe's will, because if they have something better in store for me, albeit fine. So, I really started asking, and when I got turned down by the other hospital, I was like, well, maybe this is okay. Maybe this is the universe's will, that if I got accepted there, something here wouldn't have happened. So last week, starting Monday, I started putting a time frame on it. I said, I want this job, and I want to know whether or not I have this job by the end of this week. And so, every day I'd go to clinical, nothing would change. I even stopped into the manager's office. She was working on it but didn't have anything, and I'm like, Okay, so I remember Wednesday I just broke down and cried. I mean, I was not doing well. But I picked myself back up and I said, whatever happens, happens. If I don't get a job here, I gotta work harder, and if we gotta move, we gotta move. Friday, I didn't go to clinical, because I got my hours in. Friday morning, I get a call from the hospital, and it's my boss, so this is the end of the week, and she says, I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning with this amazing idea. I got to work early, I ran up to HR and told them about it, and they approved it, and I wanted to run it by you to see what you thought. So if you could come in here and meet with me face to face, that would be amazing. So I'm all excited, and I call my mom. She's like, well, it could just be a different position to keep you in the hospital, so that blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I don't care. It's a job. Possibly, I want to go. And so I get there, and long story short, they ended up figuring out that because I was already an employee, I wasn't really a new hire, and so they could hire me on and just change they could just change from what my position was to a surgical technologist. So I ended up getting the job. By the end of the week, I got the job at the hospital that I want, the job that I wanted, all of it in the time frame that I asked for. I said by the end of the week, and it was Friday. It was by the end of the week. So now, and in my Reiki box, I have a slip of paper that says I will be a surgical technologist at such and such hospital by the time I graduate on this date. And so, it is really important to talk to the universe and to talk to the gods, and to really, I would just talk to him in the morning. I would be like, good morning, this is what I got going on today, this is what I'm nervous about, this is what I'm excited about, this is what I want for my day. And then at night, I would thank them for everything that I've been given. Even if it was a crappy day, I had something to learn from it. So, I do not in any way doubt the power of the universe and the power of talking to it and talking to the god and goddess and really putting yourself out there, not just in spell work, but just in your everyday life, just talking to them like you were talking to somebody that's standing right next to you, and really bringing them into your life every day by doing that. So anyway, I'm gonna go babysit. I just wanted to share that with you guys. So I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you later.